All right, so we're here today with Tim. How old are you, Tim?
56.
56. And what's your current situation, bud?
I'm trying to get back to El Paso.
Trying to get back to El Paso. All right. How long you been in Wheeling?
Today. What?
This box. That way I can get up there quicker and back.
Take it to where?
Take it with you, and then I'll get it when I meet up with you at Salvation Army about 45 minutes. Thank you.
Yeah, when I was living at the Salvation Army, they called me transient. I was at the Salvation Army in Houston, Las Vegas, Albuquerque. Houston. Yes,
Third, fourth, fifth ward, Bloody Nickel.
Yeah, I have no idea. I was a long time ago. This was before they had all that shit. You have a job or anything in El Paso? You're just you got family there?
All my family dead, bro.
Oh, your family
That's what it
dead?
is on my face. If I explained it, you'd understand. I'm the baby of the family, and there's 9 brothers and sisters in my family, right? And dad, mom already dead, and everything, So while I was over there, they died. So me being the 9th one, right? I'm dead in here. So I'm there anyway. Now 5150's Van Halen. It's Sammy Hagar, suicidal, homicidal, California Penal Code for being clinically ill, right? As a vet or whoever you want to look at, right? The 551's 11, right? So it's 911, game over. 95 Afghanistan area code. So I still gotta get Afghanistan here, Iraq, Fallujah where I was based, and Fao here where I got shot, and I get a C-130 on my head. Army here, I ain't done with it yet. Things in Arabic on my face,
How long were you in the service?
10 years over there.
10 years.
Over there in hell.
Yeah.
I tell people, the older people, this is our Vietnam. The Illuminati Authority Society, the Nordics got rid of the Masons, which is the English Parliament and the British Parliament, which is the Judges' Chambers, District Attorney's Office. We live a lie, disguise the truth, we can't preach a lie because truth from a stranger vision because of the Secret Department, the CIA, NSA, and DARPA, and especially CIA. They all fucking lie to us, bro, right? They lie to us. Of course, they don't tell you about the underground detachments, which is just 4 in the United States, only 4 in the whole world, actually. Well, there's other underground detachments, but not like underground detachments. From 1940, it took 17 years to build an underground attachment in Roswell, which was the old Douglas Air Force Base, and they changed it over a period of 17 years in the fabric, and they called it the Holman Air Force Base. And then they took and they created a new thing called the NMIA, a new secret service of the Air Force, bro?
Yeah.
The Navy. But you got Roswell, you got FEMA, which is in West Virginia, you got NORAD, and you got the NSA. All underground detachments, tunnels. We get tunnels all underground. Don't let the CIA and them lie. Look, I think they're the reason, which I'll tell you, that I got shot over there. Oh shit, where I got shot and blew up. I think they did it to me. Not on how to go to lead into it, but you're given a file, and it never comes directly from them. The CIA, right? You hear me? But it comes from them. It'd be black, blue, green, yellow, white. It could be whatever color they want, right? Different security levels, right?
Right.
And within the file, you got your marked query, who they want you to kill. Then you got their family pictures, you got bank account and numbers, you got fucking everything. You got nativity, ethnic, you got social, criminal, educational, which is basically your so-called NCIC, but then again, it's actually it's TIP, which came from Sweden, and we could change it, and we created a new thing called PROMIS, Prosecutor's Information System. Look, motherfucking soldiers study. That's why you got in here. Sniper, you study your goddamn area, right?
Right.
And they're probably going to take and see this. And anyway, I'm just jumping around different pieces, but I hope you come back and fill it all in because I'm very intelligent.
Indeed you are.
I speak 6 languages, and they taught me, but I don't know how I learned because it's like pages in my motherfucking head, They see the photographic memory, but I think I'm a nut. Because they want to be in control, and they really ain't in control, brother. If you check on your phone, anybody can check for underground detachment, Roswell, New Mexico. They can't block all phones. They try to block all phones, right?
Right.
And they do a hard job. They smart motherfuckers now, right? Yeah. But they ain't the ones really in control, brother. What we're housing in the underground attachments is what's really in control. They only told about, and I'm jumping around different places here for a minute. They only told about the humanoids. One ship, which the man who seen it. They took him from his farm and they shot him. They killed his family first. They kept him underground for 30 years and shot him in his head, said he's trying to take an escape. Same as the man who wrote Behold a Pale Horse, killed him and his whole family. The man who took and wrote, Irish priest, wrote The Five Origins of Mankind, killed him and his whole family. And it's just not the white people, it's the blacks, everyone else in the world, brother. The higher up, so-called elite people of the secret societies, which is all in the military. It ain't out here like people think, bro.
Right.
And I'm probably gonna get penalized for this, but you know what? I fought for God, and I'm willing to die, if that's what it means. I'm already dead anyway.
I hear you.
I got shot here, bro. I'm gonna see where I got shot. You see a big hole here?
Oh, damn.
AR-15 hit me there. I found that funny too, why they had AR-15, because usually you soldiers get shot, they pick your shit up. We do, right? The AR-15 went there, came out, here, see that hole?
Yeah.
And it barely missed my heart, but it hit my spinal sac, grazed a little bit. Then they put me on the helicopter, and them hard motherfuckers, they blow it up. I'm cut from here, all the way to my hip, my finger, strapped on my head. But I overcame a lot of stuff, bro. Hard to walk, hard to move. I can't talk to nobody really. I can't even talk to other vets because they ain't where I've been digging a hole myself. I've been alone for 10 years over there, except when I go into bases, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I get what I need. And most soldiers will probably go persecute me for taking doing what I'm doing. They're gonna say you're trading your country, but I ain't trading my country. I'm just telling the truth, my story. They know, they know what they do.
Yeah.
We're expendable.
Let me ask you this: are you on any kind of drugs? Are you using any substances?
No, this is a drug.
Well, yeah, Natty Ice, man.
That's a drug.
This is.
De spekken niet doet because in vi hela och du skulle man fulla.
Okay, I have no idea, but I'll take your word for it, brother.
I said something.
What are you going when you hit El Paso? What are you gonna? Do you have plans there?
Well, I'm gonna probably go to the shelters or either go across the bridge there in the Wattis, you know, and hang out a while.
Yeah.
You can live life over there. Here you can't live a life because there's a law for everything you do and everything you don't do, bro.
Right.
Over there you come off a bar, a thing of whiskey and drunk, falling down. Police walk in pairs, two, they just walk around laughing, talking. They don't care as long as you ain't giving them a crime.
Right. Have you ever been incarcerated?
Been incarcerated, and as soon as I got out of the VA, I did got shot in 2007. I went from Germany, England, France, Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I did from 2007 to June 23rd, 2008, Albuquerque, New Mexico VA, San Pedro Drive, and 3 days after that, I'm out. I go to Texas, Rockwall, drinking beer, smoking a joint. Someone called the law. And law come, pulled a gun, so I reacted. I took it. I tried to kill his ass.
Yeah.
Well, I paid, but they taught me to react.
Right.
Fuck them. I get out of there, I go Demi, New Mexico, and after I do my 3 years there, judge gave me a break. Cop grabbed me like I'm a bitch or something, a female, so I smacked him like he's a bitch. 18 months.
18 months.
Florida. Cop swung at me, I blocked it, hit him, and 20 months. I was a Rayford in the Notorious State Penitentiary, lock up, and a whole lot of them down there, you know. I get out there, then I go to Montana, and I do 6 years fighting 2 cops in Helena. They won't leave me alone, man. Herbert W. Armstrong talked about the corruption of our government. Years and the sleeping prophet.
Yeah.
Out of Oklahoma, and they're still doing the same things, keeping it going. Our country going to fall because of its corruption, but its corruption ain't the corruption like people think, brother. And that's when I lead into something where people, cost the departments of the Navy and the Air Force and the CIA, they got a department for everything, don't they? They don't, right? They label you. They label you. Crazy, this, that, schizophrenic, bipolar, to shadow out the things, kind of like Roswell, I told you, they've bred the fabric. Now nobody knows about Douglas Air Force Base or Roswell, Area 51, Hangar 18, Project Red Land, which most people don't know about that neither. And all the things, the Phoenix Project, the Philadelphia, the Kanab and stuff, they all started in the underground attachment before it was anywhere else. And underground attachment is a big motherfucker down there, bro. They don't tell you about the one ship. They didn't tell you about the Flamingo Way, which is you get the Flamingo Way airship, and you get the Flamingo Watership, which they called the Canal in the experiment, which the bodies may disappear, right. And using electromagnetic turbines and engines and stuff, and the bodies was in the ships. You know, you know what I'm talking about, right? I said knowledge is power. I study everything. They all was there, man, before this. They do the same thing in society, bro. These subliminal processing on us, and many other shit. They drop shit off on us. They use what's called crystal light. That was in 1974 was the first time they used crystal light, which is the alien technology. Of course, you got the crystal lights, the humanoids, you got the meds, metatrons, the trontrons, you got the transformers, and maybe Langley will see this, and fuck you, Langley, motherfuckers. Now, see, because when you're in true, serious black ops, you train there at underground attachment. They know what the fuck up. Of course, the government, Air Force, bring everything in to our goddamn country and do what they do. And the president don't run shit.
Exactly.
Even though they don't study all the through things of even psychology. Of course, psychology is the main thing over top the country. It controls it. Huh? Yeah, I really got two criminal science, arts, majors, and
trial and error kind of thing. But
you want something?
Yeah, I don't believe it. But yeah.
Anyways, I was saying to you, right?
I'm sorry.
They don't teach. You remember what I said earlier? I said we live a lie, disguise the truth. We keep a lie because the truth is more strange than fiction.
Right.
And that goes back to zero, which means in the year 1400s we had economics, right? Arabia, England, and America on the coast, right?
Right.
Without zero, we have nothing. We go through computer whizzes and colleges and everything, but they don't know the equivalence of zero. That's what I'm getting at. The same way with our true fathers of psychological teachings, which is Sigmund Freud, Carl Jung, Carl Reich, was those two is metaphysical teachings, right? And you got Master and Johnson's, which are watered out a little bit, but they got it all from Nietzsche. Thus, there's the psychologists, right? Yeah. You got Shaivism tied into it too from Tibet. It's a hard goddamn world we live in.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
A hard world.
How long you gonna be in Wheeling? Just till you feel like going on?
How I can get out of that motherfucker. I've got what God Almighty gave me, but my God, the way I believe, is different from your God. Because overseas, I embraced what's called Islam.
Yeah.
In '99, right? Alhamdulillah, Bismillah, there are brothers and our sisters. I do though. That's why you heard me say what I said. I spoke truth. You're very much welcome, Miss Lady.
Do you mind if I put this on my YouTube channel?
No.
Do you have a Facebook, or do you have any?
I did have Gmail, so I can't. You could probably find it. I had a phone, broke it. I'm an idiot, and I'm always fucking fighting, bro. You know, see my face. I'm always fighting, motherfuckers. Black, white, Mexican, I don't care who it is. Motherfucker trying to kill me, I'm trying to kill their ass. So, of course, reactions of motherfucker, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All I want to do is be left alone, man. Find peace. I do my salat, my deen. Like I said, I'm gonna say this here since it's on there. I'm gonna say this here because I speak truth. I did my shahada with Tamam Mahdi, which is from Arabia. First, like I said, Father Abraham went up on the mountain to sacrifice Isaac to the Lord, and the angel of the Lord came down and said, "No, don't do that. Sacrifice a ram in a thicket." At that time, Father Abraham, which was white, up north, Nahum, I can't remember exactly. I could if I thought about it, but he became the father of pre-Islam at that time. Okay.
All right.
He built the Kaaba, which everybody bows to. Then he tore it down, he put the idols in it, 360 idols, which actually was 367 idols altogether. King Solomon tried to do these things too, but they got out, right? Put them in the vase in the lake. Yep. Busy ball, allegedly, right? Got out. That's when the temple got built. They couldn't see it because the yin did it. From Allah. Alhamdulillah, Bismillah. That's what I call it. We just, we're lied to. We live a lie disguised as truth. Mankind is going to come to an end because he won't change. He won't change because the government, all mankind going in. The whole world. Because they're all in it against us, bro. Not just here, overseas, everywhere else. They're all against us, brother.
Yes.
You will see me do my salat as a Muslim, a white man. Of course, first I got to tell you this here. Malcolm X went overseas. Of course, in our country here, there's predominantly more black Muslims in it, right? That's why we did what we did with the underground missile, hit the mountain and wiped out Indonesia and the Muslims. Cause, well, I ain't gonna go there yet, but Malcolm X was a racist before he went overseas on his pilgrimage. He went over there, he seen there was more blonde-haired, blue-eyed Muslim, big beards and shaved heads than any Muslim in the world. He stopped being a racist. He came back. It's like I told you earlier, right? The Panthers and the CIA killed his ass. Same as the rest I told you about the Behold book and etc. Right? He ain't never gonna stop till he comes. They started bringing people in from out in the countries and all around in the 60s and 70s, and they created what's called the cities. They can find them. They put all the toll roads with the military access. There was a plane, that white plane with the green sign, that means military accessible. FEMA, right? As I started to say, they started bringing all the people in the cities,
that's
right?
Yeah.
Because they want control. That's why you get the toll highways. It's where it is military accessible through our government, bro. They some hard motherfuckers. I'd like to get in a conversation with you sometime about what we house underground in Roswell. Because we ain't holding them there, brother. The only thing it could be possibly non-so-called alien is concrete, but they made it everything anyway because I call them the gods of creation.
Right.
I don't worship Allah, the statue. Now in Giza, Egypt, 1974, there's a statue I found, right? 3 daughters. I don't worship the statue because it says in the Bible, right? Don't worship statues, poles, right?
Right.
Which Mr. Sitchin, he talked about a lot of things. He's from New York, or the 13th planet, many other things. Face smiles. I mean, they brought us here, bro. But we were creation wasn't what people think it was, and the way they think it is. It didn't happen the way they say. You know. Of course, all through the Bible, you got kings, queens, philosophers' signatures, all through that, brother. You know. The Roman Catholic Church and the Knights Templars. And Pakistan, that's the problem over there, not Afghanistan, Iraq, etc., right? But anyway, I said what I had to say. I say a lot more.
All right, brother.
I'm gonna go here and take a piss.
I'm gonna close this out. Yeah.